Okay, now that I got my Redneck Studio lighting hooked up here, this is an early 2000s SMC 42-inch hugger. You can definitely tell it's a newer style because of the skinny blades and no stencil, bleached oak on the top. You can even see it. No rings on the globe. That sucks. That's kind of cool, but oh well. You know, it's still a nice fan. I really like it. I don't know. I'm guessing that the motor housing there is a bit smaller than maybe one of the vintage ones, but it's still nicer looking in my opinion than the new Can-Arm 42-inch hugger. They downsized the motor housing a lot on that one. Anyways, I guess before I ramble off here, I'll put her on high. Oh, I did put some duct tape on a blade there so you can kind of get some RPM guesstimation there. It actually has a fairly fast high. I'm sure there are faster highs out there, but this one's pretty good for being a cheap... Oh man, I'm not starting this video over. I'm going to keep going. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the speed of high. Pretty good, I like it. It does have pretty minimal pitch, as you can see. New cheap fan pitch, but it still whirls up a nice little storm under here. Can't complain at all. More than the Can-Arm one of today does, because the high speed is so much slower. You know? So we'll get the sideways shot here. And that rattling sound you're hearing is just because the fan is kind of jittering, is what I call it, you know, when on high or something, when they start shaking really fast. Like what's going on here. I don't know, here I'll put it on medium, and if you don't want to just hear me ramble, you can just watch the fan. I think that has a lot to do with maybe having minimal pitch, because I notice only newer fans seem to do that, you know, that have cheaper pitch, or less aggressive of pitch, I should say. And I noticed that just having them mounted in this type of a situation where you got rafters here and like that horse sign there, it just really messes up with how the air is supposed to flow, and the fact that it's like friggin' 2 inches from the wall. So that doesn't help a lot at all, but yeah, I don't know, it's just one of the things you have to live with sometimes. Some hugger fans, it seems like, only do that. Maybe some other ones do too, I don't know. But here's low. I'm rambling again. It's been a while since I made a video. I've kind of taught myself how not to ramble lately, but then I kind of forgot, I guess. And you can hear humming, and again, I say this with just about every fan video I make that's mounted the same type of way. I just have the brackets straight onto this board here, and that makes it reverberate any little wee sounds that the motor makes. Like lots of times a fan will have a startup sound mounted this way, and then mounted properly through a box and whatnot, it's just totally silent, you know. Oops, I wasn't even watching the camera. I went out of shot there a little bit. And I like how the low speed is fairly slow, you know. It's not really that slow, I guess, but it's definitely not fast, you know. Slap the light on. And we'll throw it on reverse here. But I want to talk about this real quick. Is this normal for an SMC hugger? It's basically just like hanging down on the bracket. There's nothing holding it from pushing up, as you can see. Oh, no, I popped it out of place, I think. Oh no, it's in place. But yeah, if this fan had an unbalanced blade, it would just be friggin' all over the place, but it happens to have perfectly balanced blades, so it doesn't wobble at all. Yeah, is that normal? Like, I don't know, it seems like there's a missing piece or something. My cousin got this for me at Valley Village. And who knows if all the parts came with it. I mean, it is complete, except for that part, if there is even such a thing as that part. The mystery part that keeps the fan stable. Oh, are we losing focus? There we go. Oh, it's losing focus again. So I'll just show low and reverse, screw it. Boy, I'm bad at making videos now. I just keep pushing the fan out of the shot here. Instead of watching the camera, I'm actually looking at it in real life. I'm not looking at it through the camera. One more pitch shot on low. I have seen worse pitch, but this is pretty much as little as it gets. I think that's probably about 10 or 11 degrees. I'm not totally sure on that, but I've seen blades that had to be like 8 or 9 degrees, like just barely any pitch. Maybe even 5 degrees. Okay, off. Let's throw the light on. It's down here. That's the problem with mounting it in that spot, or mounting any fan that I want to make a video of, because it's so low that you have to like kind of hold the camera down to your chest, or else you'll pretty much just be seeing the side of the fan. Get out of here. Yeah, I kind of lost things for my tripods, so I gotta freehand it again. Spin down time's good. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention there's no bearing sound at all. My cat keeps pushing on me. She just won't leave me alone. Blades are in perfect clock too, that's nice. Sometimes you can buy cheap fans nowadays and the blades aren't even in perfect clock. Well, there it sits. I'm going to give you an estimation here of how low these fans are. This is eye level. Like the top of my head is literally right here. It's like just below the blade. And if I like start to go on my tiptoes, it starts to hit on the top of my hat. So yeah. This one here isn't as bad because I mounted it up in the rafter. It's a good 5 inches or so higher. But yeah, we're not talking about that fan, we're talking about this one. And I guess I don't really have anything else to say about it. Other than that, I really like it. Even though it ain't vintage, it's still a nice fan. I really like it. Said that good 4 times now. Okay, I'm going to end the video now before I start rambling and just totally destroy the video.